My name is Rosalind, and this is the real reason Michael Jackson died. This is how he died. Michael Jackson was murdered by the FBI with parasites that were made in a laboratory. They murdered him by putting the parasites into the propofol that the doctor was giving him at his house. For those of you that don't know, um, if the FBI, if you are being investigated by the FBI, you are already they already believe that you are guilty, and it doesn't matter if your accusers are liars or if they're telling the truth. And if you're being investigated, um, since they already believe that you did it, I don't know why they call it an investigation. I think it's because they're investigating how they can torture and murder you, because you will be filled with parasites by the FBI. And I do not believe that the FBI was poisoning the food going into the house because of the children that were there. If there was any uh, creams, personal creams, or lotions, or stuff like that were only for Michael Jackson, uh, they were being poisoned without a doubt. Um, the parasites, they cause you to have severe insomnia, and you will not be able to sleep. Propofol works for me too, but I'm not rich enough to have my own doctor to give it to me. Was the doctor negligent on what he was doing? Yeah, he was giving him propofol at home, and the way he was giving it to him, and the way he wasn't like monitoring him constantly, I believe he was negligent. Uh, but I do not believe Michael Jackson would have died if it wasn't for the parasites in the propofol. I'm guessing that the parasites helped to shut down his kidneys like they do to me. And with the combination of the two, the parasites um, shutting the kidneys down and the combination with the propofol was what did it. And he slipped away, and that's how he died. Now, the doctor could have been in on it because I mean, they oftentimes have people turn people, um, but I personally, I do not think that the doctor had any idea about it. I think that he didn't know that the propofol he was giving him was tainted with parasites. I do not think he would have done that. Um, the parasites, if you have surgeries in your body, they will go to the cut areas in your body and they will eat away the tissue because it's easy for them to eat away. I know because I've had multiple hernia mesh operations. Every time I have an operation, and I've had multiple prolapse bladder operations because the parasites come, they eat away the tissue and eat it away and eat it away, and then all of a sudden you need to have another surgery because there's a bigger gap or a bigger hole there. You need to have surgery again. This is why I believe his nose operations didn't turn out so well, because the parasites all migrate to the tissue that's cut and eat it away. Um, Michael Jackson, they were not ever going to let him alone. They were going to continue to infect him until he died. Was he murdered? Without a doubt, he was murdered. Michael Jackson was nothing more than another human being that the FBI throws away into the garbage on a regular basis. I should know because I'm being thrown away right now. To all of the people that loved him the most, especially his children, you should know that it's probably a good thing that he died the way he did. He died probably relatively comfortable being under the propofol. It might have ended up a lot worse for him. His torture would have got much worse, and he might have died a horrible death. So I hope that brings a little bit of comfort to you. But was he murdered? Yes, without a doubt, he was murdered. Do I believe he was a pedophile? Yeah, I do. I mean, I think, yeah, I think he was doing things that he shouldn't have been doing. That's what I think. But I hope that he wasn't. But if a child says that somebody did something to him, you have to believe them. You must believe what they say. And I hope to God none of his accusers were doing this just for money. That would be a really horrible effed up thing. So anyways, it is what it is. They killed him. They're killing me. And if you're being investigated for any kind of FBI crime, especially pedophilia, get ready because you're going to be tortured to death. It doesn't matter what you say or do, even if you are brought to trial and you get off or you're acquitted or you're found not guilty, the FBI is still going to kill you. They're still going to kill you. They will not stop, ever, until you are finally dead. This is going to be one of my last videos. Because I have a huge parasitic monster in my body that keeps on going up and down my spine and attacking my heart. These parasites do not like Red Bull. I'm telling you, they do not like Red Bull. if you are under investigation for something like that, and you know you are, drink Red Bull. But if you're guilty, I hope you get tortured to death, really. People that do shit like that need to die. Period.